Hi everybody, welcome to Havoc TV. I'm Killarney, aka The Rambler, aka Mickey, and today, as you can see, that place over there looks like Killarney. Yes, it is. In fact, we are actually at Killarney today, and it's not just an event, it's actually a private event, which we are in partnership today with Lenovo South Africa. And today, we've invited about 18 of our friends to bring their cars around. And what we're going to do today is we are going to film most of the day, and you'll see that it's going to kind of be like robot racing. It's not exactly like robot racing, so we're first going to take some of the clients of Lenovo down the track, so they will do drag racing with passengers in the vehicle, which is obviously something most people don't get to do. And after that, we'll probably have some call outs, we'll have some grudge racing and things like that, which we will film. Also guys, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks to those that have subscribed, thanks to those that have been watching, thanks for those that have been supporting us. We really do appreciate this. So stay tuned, we are ready for the day. That is quick, that is so quick, oh my gosh!
KO4 for the win!
Okay, so as you can see, this is one of our vehicles that we will have today on the track. 330. It's around 700 Newton meters of torque. So that's going to be lots and lots of fun. That's Ubaid's car. You guys would have seen this car on the channel actually. It was the episode that the 335, which we also actually have here. And then you guys would have seen this car before as well. There's over there. You guys have seen this vehicle also on our channel. So as you can see, it's quite a few cars we've had on our channel before, which is the cars we've invited today. So that is obviously the Golf 5 GTI, making around 150 kilowatts, more or less 170, 180, let's just say that. So yeah, so it makes pretty decent power for stage 1. And then we've got Teague's car. Most of you have seen this car as well. This car actually got like more than 1,000 views on our channel as well. Lots of fun to drive in, and I'm sure that the delegates, or at least the clients as well of Lenovo, is going to enjoy this one. It sounds good. Not only sounds good, it's actually pretty quick. So the guys are really going to enjoy this 2-liter 16 valve with throttles. It's going to be fun times. And then we've got Mr. Domino. Finally has his bumper back, or at least a new bumper on. The car's looking really nice now with the front bumper. So well done to Harlan there for getting the car sorted out and getting it ready for the track day. So really nice. This car has a GT28 turbo on it. So they haven't actually opened the bonnet up, but I don't know, maybe Robin can open up for me and just I can show you guys. The setup is a GT28, makes around about 240, between 240 and 260. So you can see there, manifold done by Carl, and obviously you can see the turbo sitting over there. So yeah, so this car is going to be pretty interesting. Also going to sound really good because it's got a screamer pipe on, and you guys normally know that the screamer pipe sounds really good. And then obviously we've got Ramiz over there with the 335. As I said, the episode that we did with the 330, if you remember correctly, this was the 335 that we did. So also making decent power. He doesn't want to tell me because he says the car isn't as healthy as he wants it. That's what he claims, but you know, Cape Town people don't trust that. And then we have a 335, but it's not just any 335, it's a hybrid. So we've seen this car. If any of you have come to robot racing or listening to strip as well, this car is no slouch. This car is giving a lot of guys hiding and taking a lot of tucker. There's not even enough space in his boot anymore for all the tucker he's taken. But very quick car. I know he's going to have lots and lots of fun. I think some of the guys from Lenovo is also going to have lots of fun in this car. It's also very strange and very weird because when I've seen this car from the outside, you almost hear it doesn't make a noise like you see it switches on. So obviously that's the hybrid. So it's very different to what you normally see. It always seems like guys when it used to drive past me, it always used to be weird because you always think to yourself like, hey, the car's not making a sound, and then all of a sudden it starts to make a sound. So it's very, very strange, but flipping quick, guys. And then we've got Benny's car. There's Mr. Yes, let's check there. Why is he wearing a DDSA? Anyway, shout out there to DDSA. Okay, we'll give him a shout out, Shame. Yeah, David's one of our friends, so we do appreciate that. And so Benny here on his GSI. As you guys can see, it's not big turbo. It is KO4 still. Actually, probably one of the bigger power KO4s in Cape Town. The last time I remember, we at the dyno day we made the car made 245 if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, there's volt choppy, so you do know that this is a volt car. You guys have seen this car a lot. If you haven't seen that car, guys, then I don't know, because this car's been at Killarney, MSA, Saldanha, it's been all over. Then we have Mr. Riffraff standing over there. So Ricky, you guys have never seen this car, but I do have good news. We are going to feature this car. So after this track day, we're looking at featuring this car as well. We haven't done the club sport yet, but as you can see, very, very neat car, very clean. One thing about Ricky's is all his cars are always clean. And as you can see, I'm not even joking, you can possibly eat off that engine bay. So very, very clean car. Always been a guy that's kept his cars really clean. It's one of those guys that moved over from Opel to VW. But anyway, we will carry on with that. We won't go on. And then we've got Nico. So you guys might have seen this car, you might not have, but it is Thanos tuned. Also, it's actually very much, this car is actually understated if you look at it. It looks very, very stock on the outside, but I can promise you it's not as stock as you think. Makes around 400 kilowatts is more or less what it makes, but we'll see today what it does. But we're very keen to see this car actually perform on the track, because I don't think I've seen this car on the track yet. I have seen it on the dyno before, but it didn't actually do the figures it was supposed to do. They went back to the drawing board, they came back, and now the car is really performing the way it's supposed to. So we'll look at that one. That's going to be a really interesting car later, and I can tell you the Lenovo people are going to love it. Then you guys have seen this car, you don't even have to, this guy you've seen before and this car you've seen before. So this is Fabian, and Fabian also been on our channel before, and as you can see, you know, Mr. Audis, the stuff always looks so stuck, but there's a lot going on there. It just looks stuck, but these guys, they really put a lot into their Audis. And I can tell you now, another 300 plus kilowatt car, about 320 kilowatts I think it was, and by the way, it's still running on stock internals. So it's not supposed to be on stock internals, but yeah, he is running this car on stock. Shout out there to Hurricane Racing, and I know they put a lot of time and effort into this vehicle. Then we've got Mr. Food Truck. Yes, that's Mr. Food Truck over there. Mr. Food Truck is coming here with his RS4. You guys have seen him on the channel as well. We did a couple of draggy times with this car, if you remember correctly. It was one of our episodes, quite, I think, close to the beginning of when the channel started. So this RS4, I think it's the first time it's actually been on the channel, so it's going to be very interesting to see what the RS4 does against the RS5. And you guys have all seen this RS5 before, because you know it's the Havoc TV car. You normally see it at the back of every interview that we do. You normally see it's the car that kind of does the filming and the rolling shots, etc. You also see this car at Robot Racing a lot of the time. So this is going to be a really interesting race. They both they have the same engine, but the setups are slightly different on each car. Whereas the RS5, for those that don't know, has the dynamic diff, and then over there we've got a car that actually has rear wheel steering. So they are not exactly the same motor, but slightly different in terms of suspension setup, or at least in terms of drivetrain and whatever else they kind of do. So they have changed, those cars aren't exactly the same. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see which one out of the two actually performs a little better. So it's going to be pretty tight, but I think it's going to be interesting. And then we've got everyone's seen there. With us when we went to visit Liberable. So yeah, so she's here with her RS3 as well. So they're probably going to put her RS3 up against our miles. How tight that race is going to be, because the cars are both bone stock. So we're going to see which one performs best. And then for those of you that don't know this lady, now this lady hasn't always driven a Golf 7. This lady used to drive a 1.4 A1, and she used to take Dakar there out in Mexico. And so yeah, so she's always been racing, so a very experienced driver over there. And obviously you all know the final car, and that is now Wild's car. So yeah, so that is our lineup for today, and as you can see, the lineup for today is pretty interesting. A lot of the cars that we've actually chosen, we've chosen them and paired them up so that we have the tightest races that we can possibly have for the clients of Lenovo and the delegates, so that they can experience what it's like to be in a car up against another car, but also have a really tight race. So that's the lineup for later on. Stay tuned, as I said earlier, stay tuned, and just enjoy this video, enjoy it. And yeah, we are very close to ready. We're about to start our day, and yeah, comment down below and say which car you think is going to possibly win today, even though it's not an event for winners, but rather just comment down below and tell us which car you like, which car you think is going to be the strongest one today. Alright, so we are on our way. We've got everyone loaded up in the cars. As you can see, I'm in my bakkie, not driving my car today. As you guys have been following the channel, you've been seeing that obviously I'm busy with my build, so I'm not here with my vehicle, I'm here with my daily. But on the way now, we are now taking all the passengers down the circuit. We are going to do a nice parade lap with all the passengers and just take them around, show them what it's like to go down on the track, and obviously get all of them across to the other side, because obviously we need to get them all down to the drag strip. So as you can see now, I'll turn my camera and see what's happening. As you can see, that's Killarney, and we're coming out to the pit area, and you can see all the vehicles now taking the guys around the circuit. So yeah, so we are all eager and ready. The day is about to begin, and the excitement is kicking in, the nerves are kicking in. Some of the passengers in the vehicle, or in the vehicles rather, are really nervous, but I know that they're going to enjoy every single moment of this. And as you can see, our lineup looks really good. Some very nice cars. I'm gonna have to try and keep up. As you can hear, the guys are busy pulling the vehicles. I unfortunately don't have my car, so it's gonna be very difficult to keep up with them. But I'm gonna try my best with my little bantam bucket to try and keep up. I'm gonna have to get a rolling start to try and keep up with these guys. But I'm gonna have to go with them. And we're going. So I'm gonna try my best. So as you can see now, we are on the way, and so yeah, it's probably the slowest I've ever been down the drag strip before in my life. But yeah, we're gonna have to, it looks like we are not going all the way around for some reason. But yeah, so as you can see, I am now gonna wait for them, so I will stand over here, and as you can see, the guys are all lining up. Looks like no one's gonna be going around the circuit, so we were gonna take them right around the track, but unfortunately we are not able to do so. So we'll just have to kind of stick it out. Sorry, I'm just trying to correct the camera as much as possible. And so yeah, so we weren't able to take them all the way around turns 1, 2 and 3, but we'll now take them around turns 4 and then around turns 5, and then go and line the cars up on the circuit. So as you can hear, the guys are all pulling, lots and lots of power in front of me. Yeah. Right, so we've got Fadil now, and we've got the RS4 versus the RS5, and this was exactly the race that we wanted to see, because as I said earlier on, very interesting between the two of them. And the RS5 and RS4 has the exact same motor, except like I said earlier on, the RS5's got the active diff, so it's got something slightly different. And then the right hand lane doesn't have the active diff, but has the rear wheel steering. So as you can see there, the passenger looking very excited. I don't think she realizes after the launch if she's going to be smiling still, but we'll have to wait and see. But I can tell you, these cars launch incredibly strong. line. Fidel was ready on the launch, but obviously Nadir in the right hand lane did not launch it properly, so that's why Fidel took his foot off. So yeah, that is how it ends up. But and so yeah, so as you can see, things are very different, very chilled, and we're obviously trying to get everyone out onto the circuit. The most important thing is obviously getting Lenovo's people out onto the track before we obviously have our little fun later on. But I think this is also very interesting. Now we've got both RS3s coming up. So we've got Nawal pulling up there, and we've got Nasli. As you can see, she's waving. The lady looks like she's holding tight onto that thing. I think she should be holding tight, because these RS3s are insane off the line. I actually drove the black one robot racing event, so I know exactly how these cars pull, exactly how they come off the line. As you can see, there's Nawal. So all of you know Nawal. Everybody knows that car. It's been to all the robot racing events. It's been, well, to most of them, and it's been on our channel most of the time. It's been around on Havoc TV, on the pictures, on the Instagram page. So everywhere you've seen that car. You've also seen this blue car once before, like I said, on Liberable. Well, when we did a collab with Liberable, and off they go. Right, so we're gonna get another run now from the RS4, and then as you can see, the RS5. So Fidel over there. Hopefully this time Nadir puts on his launch control, or at least these cars actually don't have launch control. So they're gonna have to sort of like stage it in a way. They keep the foot on the brake, just a normal. You'll hear that it doesn't really go into a launch control, but hopefully they're both gonna launch off the line together. Here they go. And off the line they go, and so we've got Fidel in the right hand lane side by side, but it looks like left hand lane is actually taking the win there. Surprisingly, Nadir in the left hand lane looks like he's ahead, but as they cross the line, it looks very tight. So I'm not 100% sure as to who took that one, but very tight. so we got someone here that just got out of the car with Noel. Can you please tell me, ma'am, how was that experience?
Yes, so it's an experience of just a difference.
When you get off the line, it keeps you in the seat for a long time.
Well, not so much about keeping you in the seat, but yes, so.
So it was good, you say. So you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So yeah, so she just got out of Noel's car, and she says that it was fantastic experience, and I know those cars are something else. So yeah. This is the usual spot that I used to, the place where I used to commentate from. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get some nice shots from up here. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna lose the cars. There he goes, Leslie in the left-hand lane. The right-hand lane's gonna have to fight hard. So he is fighting hard though, but unfortunately left-hand lane gets off the line much quicker, and so Nasley's gonna take that win there in the left-hand lane. But obviously Fabian trying really hard, struggling for traction as he told me early on. So yeah, it's actually a normal thing. For those that know Killarney, if it's unprepped, very difficult to put down power, especially when you're making, like in Fabian's case, 320 kilowatts. Very difficult. So I expect it. And for those that know how the quattro system works, obviously it's more front wheel than what it is rear wheel. So it does spin on the line, does spin through the 60-foot. So they are trying to get themselves off the shiny stuff, so off the track bite, but unfortunately it's obviously very difficult when you are trying your best on a surface that's unprepped. So they are trying their best here, trying to give the clients of Lenovo and the delegates, that's actually what we call them, the delegates, the best time that they can, and obviously show them what it's like to be out on the circuit and show them what it's like to actually drag down the track. So yeah, I think the guys are having a good time. I haven't had a chat with every single person. It's been a bit difficult to chat with everybody in terms of all the people that's come out of the vehicles, but yeah, as I say, it has been an interesting hour or so. They are going to eventually, so I'm sorry, I'm just leaving the tower quickly. So they are going to do some garage racing and some call outs, etc. Obviously with some call outs as well. So yeah, they're gonna have a great time. I can tell you now, they're gonna have a really good time. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens for the rest of the day. But so far things have gone really smoothly, and I think the guys are really happy with what we've given them, with the guys and girls, or ladies and gents. what we've given them, they're very, very excited and very happy with what we've done so far. So really, really good effort here by all the guys and girls that we invited to obviously take them in their cars. So yeah, it's really been a really, really good day so far. Yeah. So over there they are busy, the Vault guys are busy over there. These Vault guys came prepared today because they came with their mechanics and everything. Like, look at them, these guys are hard at work here on a Friday afternoon when others normally clock out. These guys are now working hard. And there's vingers. Check vinger, check vinger. Vinger will no praat. Just be careful your fingers there, nah.
I'm just waiting for your motor.
Yeah, unfortunately, Finger's gonna have to work on my motor. So, but no, not actually unfortunate. Shame. I'm just making jokes, man. Shame. Anyway, yeah, these are the two guys hard at work here, making sure that the GSI is all ready to give some puck.
Nice one, Sean, eh?
Oh, some water.
actual thing. Yeah, it works.
I've been doing it up there. I went up there.
I saw you when you came down.
Yeah, so I was up there, so doing it up there. Yeah, but hard to do it. You let you see, right?
You can go.
So as you can see, getting out of the Okay, so good. lane, if you have a wait in the left-hand lane, and you can continue to stop in the right-hand lane.
Back! Again!
So we're trying
Give
to
a car the hit.
okay, so we're going to try to do a bracket race here. Let's do a bracket race.
You
Okay,
can
look
only
at it.
move where he goes, eh?
We're just going to give a bit of a bracket race. So we're just going to give a bit of a head start and see if the car is catching.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Come on in.
Get the RFO.
Yes. You gotta drive your bump off.
11.1. He's done a 10. He's done a 10.8 already, that car.
Oh my word.
Right. So in the right hand lane now we've got Thanos tuned 400 kilowatt S3. So Nico there in the right hand lane. So Nico going, I think, man alone. So Nico looks like he's doing a run on his own. He's doing a solo run in the right hand lane. Right, solo run there for Nico. Is that Kitty? Hi Kitty. Enjoy. That's a very, very, very quick S3 here in the right hand lane. Obviously solo run there. Right, in the right hand lane we've got Ubaid in the right hand lane. We've got Ricky, Mr. Riff Raff in the left hand lane. So as you can see, getting off the track bike in fact, and trying to get obviously the tires onto the surface itself. Hopefully that's going to help him get off the line. He's been struggling all day in the left hand lane, so he said that he's been struggling for traction, but hopefully this one now he's going to get better traction in the left hand lane, which obviously helps, especially against a car that makes 700 Newton meters of torque there in the right hand lane. So it's not going to be an easy one for him, but obviously Ricky, knowing Ricky, he's not just going to go down without a fight. So he's definitely going to put in all the effort right now. Gets off the line, much quickly in the left hand lane. As you can hear, lots of wheel spin in the left hand lane, struggling traction in the left hand lane, but obviously gets the traction eventually, but way too late as Ubaid takes the win there in the right hand lane. So we've got the hybrid 335 in the left hand lane, and we've got Fabian there in the right, and obviously no need to warm up his tires. Quattro there in the right hand lane, and as you can see the active 335. Fabian there takes the win easily. Looks like about 5 or 6 cars there in the right hand lane. So very, very well done. As we got Nasli in the left hand lane, and then Husband on his right hand lane. So Nadir in the right and Nasli in the left. And they go nice launch in the left hand lane, but obviously right hand lane making more power, but they're side by side as they go under the bridge right now. they're still side by side. It actually looks like Nasli might have taken the win there in the left-hand lane, but we'll have to wait for them to come back to find out exactly what happened there. But as we waiting for the result, and so Robin there doing the most in that Corsa. Jeez, this Corsa is taking so much punishment, but that's exactly what this car has been built for. So this Corsa has really been built to be driven. Gets the tires nice and warm and sticky. Up against Dexter in the left-hand lane, so we got the Corsa in the right. Corsa in the right-hand lane. Dexter's keeping up there on us in the 60-foot, but unfortunately missing a gear in the left-hand lane. Ooh, right-hand lane also missed a bit of a gear there, but manages to still keep it and takes the win easily there in the right-hand lane. So Dexter unfortunately losing out there, as we've got Nawal now in the right-hand lane with Mac Media and Fadil in the left-hand lane. Fadil, make sure it's in drive, eh? D-A-D, not all for race, eh? Okay, so we've got Fadil in the left-hand lane, Nawal in the right. Husband and wife combo. Then they get off the line. Fadil gets completely off the line. Nicely done in the left-hand lane, and obviously in the right-hand lane, Nawal's going to have to fight hard, but unfortunately that car does not have enough as they're both bone stock. Left-hand lane going to take that win, as we've got Benny now in the right-hand lane. And in the left-hand lane we've got Holland with a screamer pipe. So GT28 Astra in the left-hand lane, in the right-hand lane. Getting off the line nicely. And here goes Holland, side by side. And it looks like Benny's gonna take the win in the right-hand lane, and he does. Yeah. Definitely by about 2 cars. So KO4 Astra taking the win over GT28 Astra. So Nico there in the right-hand lane, and once again we've got the 335 hybrid. So he's gonna set up his car now, get it off the there's something obviously happening on the track, so they're just gonna go and fetch whatever they need to. And well done, Robs! So as you can see, the guys coming back. I'm assuming that Benny's belt shot off. It's a belt. It's his alternator belt. Okay, so Benny's alternator belt once again shooting off, so yeah. Okay, so lanes are clear once again, and here they go again. And easily taking that there in the right-hand lane one time. So Nico taking that win once again, pretty easy, as we got Nasli in the left-hand lane. We've got Fabian there in the right-hand lane, looking really good with that OZs on. Actually, I actually like that wheel. Actually looks really good on this car. Well done there by Nasli in the left-hand lane, getting off the line quite nicely. Obviously S3 struggling, 320 kilowatts in both cars, but it looks like left-hand lane takes that win by about 4 or 5 cars. Looks like about, what's it, 2 cars? 2-3 cars? Cool, so 2-3 cars there in the left-hand lane, as we have Ubaid in the left-hand lane, and we've got Mr. Food Truck in the right-hand lane, so that is Nadir with the RS4. So we're trying to do, okay, so we're going to try and do a bracket race here. Let's do bracket race, move back a bit. So we're just going to give a bit of a we're going to do a bit of a bracket race, as they would say. So we're just going to give him a bit of a head start and see if the RS4 catches Ubaid. So Ubaid gets off the line. Go! And so Nadir is going to chase. Is he going to catch? Because that is 700 Newton meters in the left-hand lane. Is he going to catch that? No, he's not. No, he's not.
I think he
Might have just got him on the big end, but I doubt it. 700 Newton meters of torque. So Golf GTI in the right hand lane, Golf GTI in the left, Club Sport in the left hand lane, normal GTI in the right. So both front wheel drive, and as you can see there, Ricky getting off the line, struggling a bit, lots of wheel spin in the left hand lane, but is Alice D in the left? Is the left hand lane going to take that? Yes, he is. And there he goes, and Ricky taking the win there in the left hand lane. As we've got Dexter now and Robin in the right hand lane. So we've got the Corsa versus the Golf 5 GTI. Nicely done by the Corsa. And so Robin in the right hand lane, we're going to take that win though. Don't see Dexter catching him anytime soon, but a really good launch there from the right hand lane despite the wheel spin, doing really well. So now we've got Benny in the left hand lane, we've got Nawal in the right hand lane. Who is going to take this is the question. Probably the RS3, but Benny is not going to give up. Gets on the launch control in the right hand lane. Nice there by Benny in the left hand lane. Lots of wheel spin in the left. Not going to catch that RS3 anytime soon. And now, well, obviously taking the win there. I think she needs to give him a bit of a head start. So Screamer Pipe in the left hand lane. Come Holland.
I get the RS5.
Yes.
Wow.
You got to drive your bump off. So Holland's going to try his best in the left hand lane. Obviously very difficult against the RS5. So trying his best in the left hand lane. Unfortunately RS5 far superior of the line, so unfortunately not going to do that. So we've got Fabian now in the left hand lane, we've got Thanos tuned, Nico in the right. Nico's gonna do some right, so Nico in the right hand lane, Fabian in the left. S3 versus S3. Bear in mind that that is a 550 horsepower S3 in the right hand lane versus about a 400 horsepower S3 in the left. So 320 kilowatts in the left hand lane, 400 plus kilowatts in the right hand lane. So obviously in terms of power, right hand lane obviously pushing out a lot more than the left hand lane, but this is going to be a tight one, I think, off the line. Not tight off the line, right hand lane far superior off the line, but left hand lane not doing badly at all. Looks like about 3-4 car gap there, but Nico obviously in the right hand lane, very quick S3. So Ricky is going to try, he's going to take his hand in another one now against Sam in the right hand lane. Yep, so Sam, look at that wheel spin. Lots of wheel spin there in the left hand lane. So yeah, Ricky's struggling with that club sport. And I mean that is a Alice D in the club sport, but yet still struggles off the line. You can see as Nasli comes through now, and Ubaid now coming through as well. So the 700 Newton meters of torque in this 330D. That looks like Jared in the passenger seat. So we've got Nasli now in the left hand lane, and we have Ubaid in the right. So line nicely. So left hand lane looks like he's going to take that easily. Right hand lane makes lots of torque, but unfortunately just too much off the line, and obviously lots and lots of wheel spin in the right hand lane, and that's obviously what has caused him to struggle in that first 60 foot. So left hand lane taking that win quite easily, and it looks like we have just Fadil standing on his own, ready to do a solo run. So yeah, that is unfortunately the way it is, and yeah, that's cool. So he's gonna do a timed run now with his do you have the, okay, so he's definitely got the draggy with him. There he goes, timed run in the left hand lane. So he's gonna do a timed run and see what he does with a passenger in the vehicle, and goes down quite quickly, nicely done. as he crosses the line there, we'll wait and hear which what his time was there in that lane. But yeah, so as you can see now, it's quieting down. The guys have done a couple of runs after each other. Cars are starting to smoke a bit, actually, it looks like. So yeah, turbos are getting really hot at the moment, so I think guys need to just cool their cars down a bit and wait it out. I think the guys have had lots and lots of fun today, but I think the cars are, yeah, they are daily cars. They are cars that people drive each and every day. As you can see over there, they're just lining up. So yeah, as you can see, most of the cars are dailies, and so because they're daily, it's always a trick. It's tricky when you have daily cars and you obviously want to drive it like this, because you know you are punishing the car. They aren't just race cars. So yeah, so they've obviously got to just cool the cars down and make sure that everything is cool. Right, I'm gonna go catch up in the pit area and have a chat with them.